Start.
Okay, this is video 1 of how to make an angel food cake per Granny. You probably researched on YouTube how to make it from scratch, where you take 12 eggs, separate them, and then you beat them, and you do all of this nonsense. Well, several years ago, Bea figured out that she could use a cake mix, and it works just as well. So this is what we use. We use a cake mix. All you need to do, the first step is I would just follow the directions on the box. You heat your oven to 350. Make sure you only have one rack in and it's on the bottom shelf. And then you just make the cake like it says on the box. Okay? You get the cake all beat, all nice and stiff peaks. Then you're going to pour it in a pan. Do not grease your pan. There's two types of pans. There's a solid pan and a two-part pan. I have a two-part pan. You should have a two-part pan. The reason you want a two-part pan is because when you want to take the cake out, if it's a one-piece, you have no way to get it out of the bottom and it will stick. This way you can run a knife underneath the edge of the pan, just like this, and it will come loose from the outer pan. Okay? So you're going to pour your cake mix in here. Then you're going to take a butter knife or some thin something, whatever you have. If you have one of those long, thin spreaders, you can use that. And you just go around inside the cake batter like this. You don't stir it. You're just guiding your knife through there, and that's to eliminate the air bubbles. Then you bake it per the directions. You don't stick a knife in it to see if it's done. You don't stick a toothpick in it to see if it's done. You go by color. When it's nice and brown on top, it's done. Okay? When you take it out of the oven, you need a glass bottle. It can be a beer bottle, Coke bottle, any kind of glass bottle that has a neck. You're going to take this and very carefully hold on to both sections in the bottom of the pan. If I can do this with it empty, we'll see. And you turn it over and put it on the Coke bottle. And you might have to rest it against something so it doesn't fall over. But the idea is to let your cake cool upside down like this till it is completely cool. Then once it's completely cool, you're going to take it off of the Coke bottle. And if you need to run your knife, you run your knife under the bottom like I showed you a minute ago. When it's completely cool, take your butter knife and go around the edge, and you can feel down at the bottom of the pan, the edge of the pan. And just go around that and take it out and get the sides loose, lift it up, then go under this, and you may make a dent in the cake or something, but you can kill that with icing. Then you're going to take and put it upside down on your plate. Okay? Your cake will be upside down. You have to turn it back over. And the only way to do that is just pick it up and turn it over. Now, this is not a homemade cake. This is a store-bought cake. And it won't do what I want to do. But your cake comes out with brown on it like this. And it's very, very crumbly. You have two options. You can leave the crumbly stuff on it, and when you put your icing on, the crumbs will be in your icing. Or you can take your hands and rub your cake like this until all of the crumbs are off it, just like you want it, and it's just solid white, or a light brown, a light golden brown, but there aren't any crumbs on it, and they'll be all laying on the bottom. If you put wax paper around the bottom of it, or some foil or something, then you can just pull those out, and you won't have any crumbs on your cake. And then you can icing it, and there you have it. That's it in a nutshell. Let me know if you have any questions. I love you. Have fun.